Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter to you. To those that celebrate, and to those that don't, a happy day to you. I think about Easter. To me, it means newness, it means resurrection, it means life. It means that the things that have died in me and hopefully have been buried in me, I now can spring forth into a new man, into a resurrected Christ, if you would. And so that's what it means to me. But I want to talk today about the word now. And that's kind of a catchword that's going around. Oh, we need to live in the now, live in the now. Everybody says live in the now. Well, I like to keep things simple. And I like to get down to, well, what does that mean? Tell me what that means. There's a scripture that says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We can take that two ways. We can take it, well, now faith is, or we can take it as now faith. Faith in the present moment. Faith in the present time. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. You have some things in your heart you're hoping for today? I know you do. I do. Hope, hope, hope. Now faith is the substance of those things. Substance, that means something tangible, something you can touch, something real. It's not just out there in the ether world anymore. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. There's some not seen things that I want to see. Now faith is the evidence of those things. But let's talk a little more. Back to that catchword that's going around right now. Now, living in the now, living in the now. It could be a song. What does it mean? Does it mean that I can't think about tomorrow? I can't plan for tomorrow? I can't have an education? I can't have dreams and hopes? Absolutely not. It simply means I'm not going to live in tomorrow. I can plan. I can work towards something, but not at the expense of losing this present moment that I'm living in now. You see, so many of us are so busy chasing the dream that we forget to live right now. We're so busy about the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey. And we lose most of our life doing that. Living in the now, does that mean everybody says, oh, forget your past, forget your past? Well, there's some things I want to forget, but there are some things that I cherish and I want to remember, and that is okay. You can have your memories. You can have your moments. The day your child was born, the day you got married, the day you had a special moment with someone or in time. You can have those beautiful memories. Does that mean I'm not living in the now? No. That means I have a memory. That means I have things that are precious and dear to my heart. But I'm not going to live in the past. You see, I can't just remember all the good times and forget that I have a life right now and that there are good things promised to me in the here, in the now, in my now faith. The things that are hoped for It's not just about the good old days. These are the good old days. These are the good days. So let's be mindful of that. How long has it been since you have allowed time to stand still? We hear that expression, oh, time stood still. Maybe it was your first kiss. Maybe it was the first time you fell in love, and time absolutely stood still. What that meant was there was no other stuff. It was right then, right there. Time for you stood still. You know what happened? You slipped into eternity. You slipped into the things that cannot be measured by a clock, into the things that are of eternal essence. Time stood still for you. I have a saying. I said earlier, I'm 67. I think I said that. And I've often thought, I'm at the age now when I used to see people my age and I think, man, they're old. But you know what I've begun to say? I am not old. I am eternal. I was before, and I will be after. But most importantly, I am, keywords, I am right now. This is living in the now. This is understanding who we are and what we are. I would admonish you today, how long has it been since you've just gone outside and stopped and closed your eyes or left your eyes open, looked up into the sky? I go out often with the dogs and I look up in the sky, and it's in a place, we live in kind of a farmland, and it's in a place where when I look up, if there are no clouds, all I see is blue, beautiful blue sky. And I literally get lost in that blueness. How long has it been since you stopped, since you turned everything off, turned off all the knobs, all the attachments, all the Wi-Fi and the telephone, and just gone outside? You know, it used to bother me when I would hear a phone ring and I was doing something. But now I've decided, hey, they'll call back or I'll call them back. If I'm having a now moment, then it's a now moment. And I turn off all the stuff. There's a lot of stuff that will entangle us. So go outside, listen. Just listen. There's so much you can hear. If you don't live in the country or in a place where you have peace and quiet, and you live maybe in a big city, go outside and listen to the sounds of the city. Listen to the life that is just bursting forth in the traffic stops and the voices that you hear. That's a beautiful sound. It doesn't have to be nature as such. That is nature in its own sense. Wherever you are, find the place where you can have time stand still and you can listen. You know, we realize when we can turn off the stuff and we begin to listen and we begin to hear. And I'm going to sing this song in a minute about being a wonderful world. But did you know that when God created the heavens and the earth and the creatures and all living things, He created that by His voice. It said God spoke. God said, let the earth bring forth. God said by His voice. Now, up until the sixth day, He made this statement when he created by his voice. He made the statement, "It was good." On the sixth day, God created man. And this time, it wasn't by his voice. It said God formed man out of the dust of the earth. Now the word formed, to me, takes the work of hands, taking something, molding something, forming something. It was beyond the voice of God. It went into the very hand of God, forming man. And then the very breath of God, it said God breathed into man, and he became what he was not just a moment ago. The breath of God, he became a living soul. But this time, it went beyond it was good. This time, look closely, it says, and God said it was very good. That was his crowning creation when he created man. And so this world, this moment, this now that we're in, and I know there's some circumstances and your now may not seem very good, but stop and realize that there's more than our circumstances. There's more than what's going on. There's so much more. There's an essence, a divine life in us. When a baby is born, how many of us have stopped and said, "Oh, that is so wonderful. Look at this little creation. Look at this little miracle." And we held it in our hands and we held it to our breast and we rocked it and we cherished it. When did that baby cease to be wonderful? You are that baby. I am that baby. I'm a 67-year-old wonderful baby that God gave life to, that God breathed his very essence into. And because of that, I am a wonderful world, and I live in a wonderful world. How dare we ever say, "Oh, this world sucks"? And I've heard it a lot because we had a bad year last year, and hopefully things are looking up. But how dare we say that? Let's slip into the now. Let's slip beyond the circumstance. Let's slip into the eternal realm and say, like God, it is very good. It is a wonderful world. So God bless you today. Live in the now, and I hope that now you know what now means. God bless you, and happy, happy Easter. Goodbye.